Ms. Garcia of Texas.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I too want to thank you for having this hearing on this very important topic. I know that for me in my district, that is overwhelmingly Latino, we are seeing more incidents occur that we believe to be hate crimes. I have today, Mr. Chairman, the written testimony of the late David Richardson, a Houston area resident, who testified in front of this committee on April 17, 2007, about his experience as a hate crime survivor. Mr. Richardson was viciously attacked by two individuals targeted for being Mexican American. His attackers, one an admitted racist skinhead, attempted to carve a swastika on his chest. Richardson was brutally beat to a pulp, burned with cigarettes, and left for dead. Richardson woke up in the hospital weeks later. His life changed forever. The former Klein Collins High School running back and homecoming prince spent 3 months in the hospital and endured more than 30 surgeries. Incredibly, the assailants had no specific liability under federal law for the hate crimes committed. Mr. Richardson gave his testimony in this very committee while advocating for the Local Law Enforcement Hate Crimes Prevention Act of 2007, which expanded the ability to prosecute hate crimes. President Obama signed a version of that bill into law in 2009, but sadly, Richardson would not live to see the fruits of his courage in speaking out against hate as a survivor. At 18 years old, Richardson committed suicide a mere weeks after testifying here. Today's dialogue is important as we examine the ways in which harmful rhetoric and policies on the national stage have emboldened hate. And I want to start my questions with you, Ms. Herberson. You know, as one of my colleagues said, we're not trying to compete here, but the truth is that there is a rise in crime against, hate crimes against immigrants, particularly. I think you quoted the rhetoric of the New Zealand shooter who said that we needed to stop the invaders. How alarming is the increase? Is it acute? In other words, if you compare trends, if you look at your data, is it just critically increasing in terms of crimes against immigrants or Latinos?
Yes, there is a slight increase. I think if you look at the FBI data, which is from 2017, you see that all of this has risen. Jews up 37%, religion 27%, ethnicity up, attacks against immigrants and refugees up, so yes.
It is. And, you know, I must say, I want to direct my questions now to the representatives from Facebook and Google. You've not made me feel any better. I mean, I just don't feel any sense of reassurance in your presentations, in your demeanor, in terms of what we're doing to respond to a lot of the messaging that is on social media, not just Facebook and Google, but also through Twitter, through Amazon, through YouTube, through all of it. And you all are both globally. What have you done to ensure that all your folks out there globally know the dog whistles, that know the key words, the phrasing, you know, the things that people respond to ensure that we can stop some of this and be more proactive in blocking some of this language?
Congresswoman, thank you for the question. That is exactly one of the things that we are constantly thinking about. It's true that those who seek to exploit our platforms are uniquely motivated, and their tactics are ever evolving. That's why internally we have an intel desk that looks to see and track trends of what we're seeing on our platform, but also we engage with external experts so that we can understand what others are seeing. As language changes, it's important for us to be able to understand things like you said, like dog whistles, so that we know when slurs are happening as part of comments or in videos that our reviewers are reviewing. And our global,
Mr. Potts.
Excuse me, thank you, Congresswoman. We do have 30,000 people now focused on safety and security, and within that 30,000 people, we have specific subject matter experts that focus on this area. So we have academics, we have other people who've come from civil society, human rights backgrounds to really dive deep in this area. We do use a lot of our automation and artificial intelligence to help surface, to help provide that data analysis. And then the other key part is the partnerships. So working not only just across industry, but with civil society, working with external groups, working with academia to get ahead of those trends so we see those signals. And then we try to write policies that can actually get and target that, and then we can remove it from the platform.
Well, I hope you do more. Thank you.